Hey everyone, this is Andrews. Did you know that there are over 2 million games available for download on the Play Store right now, from deep immersive RPGs to games where you just wash the dishes? Today I've got some totally free and hidden gems from the Play Store that you probably haven't heard of. Don't believe me? Drop a like and let's check them out together. Let's start with a completely offline game that almost never shows up on your Play Store. Let's talk about Dawnbreak Origin. This game is truly amazing, and honestly I feel like it might be the father of many of the great action RPGs we see on the Play Store today. The story revolves around an epic battle against dark forces threatening the world, featuring charismatic characters and anime-style cutscenes that really bring the narrative to life. But what really stands out is the combat. It's fast, flashy, and incredibly satisfying as you take down hordes of monsters. Plus, the game offers a variety of interesting characters to unlock and play, along with a full story mode. I'm not exactly sure what happened to this game. Was it discontinued or just forgotten? Either way, it's completely abandoned now, but the good news is you can still play it offline. If you've always wanted to play Stardew Valley but don't have the money to buy it on the Play Store, check this out. This game is actually called Stardew Island. Sounds confusing, right? But despite the similar name, this game is actually very different in a lot of ways. You start completely lost on an island and your only goal is to find a way to survive. There are no NPCs except for your grandmother, who gives you a few survival tips. At first glance, it might seem like a farming game, but in reality, it's a survival game. You'll need to hunt animals, set up a tent, find water, and do whatever it takes to stay alive. I'm not exactly sure how far this game goes or how much it evolves, but I played for about 30 minutes and I can say it's super relaxing and really enjoyable to play. Here's a Russian FPS that not a lot of people know about, mostly because it doesn't even show up on the Play Store. Let's talk about STYKER Anomaly Zone. This is a shooter and action game set in a post-apocalyptic world where you play as STYKER, a survivor of a helicopter crash. Your mission? To explore dangerous areas filled with mutants, zombies, bandits, and other threats. The game offers you a variety of missions to complete in an interesting open world set in the former Soviet Union. In these missions, you'll typically need to rescue someone who's trapped or just take out some zombies that show up. But be warned, anomalies and radiation can appear at any moment, requiring caution and strategy as you explore liquid. It's an immersive offline experience, and if you're a fan of action games with a post-apocalyptic theme, STYKER Anomaly Zone might just be the perfect choice for your next adventure. Here's a 2D game that I honestly really enjoy, although it still has a lot of room for improvement. Let's talk about UMISONIA. The story begins with a divine tree tended to by celestial beings. Its roots kept the realms where humans, spirits, and beasts coexisted in harmony, but then Evenkel, a powerful sorcerer, attacked the great tree, cutting its branches and tearing out its roots. While the celestial beings managed to contain Evenkel, the damage was already done. Now, it's up to you to restore the balance and save the world. Yes, this game can definitely be considered a Metroidvania. Its world is perfect for that, offering you the freedom to explore various locations along with character progression and combat. UMISONIA is truly an underrated gem on the Play Store, and I highly recommend you check it out. If you love racing games and want one that's completely offline, this one might really surprise you. Let's talk about Turbo Tornado Open World. Explore the city of San Lorenzo, filled with long roads, urban areas, and places like ports and airports, offering plenty of opportunities for racing and exploration. One thing I really enjoy about this game is that in addition to sports cars, you can also drive trucks, helicopters, and motorcycles, each offering its own unique gameplay and challenges. The game also features a variety of races like drifting, police chases, transport missions, and other activities that keep the gameplay exciting and fresh. As you can see, it's a really complete racing game, but for some reason it doesn't get as much attention on the Play Store. And remember, it's totally offline and free. Here's another RPG, but this one is different. It even has an open world for you to explore. Let's talk about White Flame. In this game, you play as a young adventurer who, after getting into trouble, forms a pact with the supreme fire entity. Your mission? To explore vast environments, uncover mysteries, and fight to save the world from impending chaos. The game offers a rich combat and magic system, allowing you to upgrade your character and craft equipment in various ways, adapting to your playstyle. The choices you make have a huge impact on the course of your adventure, from building a home to developing personal relationships. I'm not exactly sure what the end game looks like or how far the game goes, but I'm pretty sure this gameplay has already caught your attention, hasn't it? Here's another game with a really interesting open world, but with a totally different twist. Let's talk about ZAPTIYE. This is an action game set in an open world taking place in the 19th century Ottoman Empire. It blends elements of RPG, third-person shooting, and exploration. The game is set in Constantinople, where you explore busy streets, markets, and historical fortresses. You can use revolvers, swords, and rifles to fight enemies, and even engage in hand-to-hand combat. It's an interesting and surprising game, the story is engaging, and the gameplay will keep you on your toes with NPCs and bullets flying in all directions. The open world and freedom are some of the game's strongest features. It gives you plenty of room to explore, and there are many missions to dive into within the world. Here's a totally unknown game with only around 5,000 downloads on the Playstore. Let's talk about Rookie Reaper. Players can freely explore the game's world, uncovering hidden secrets and facing various challenges along the way. The game offers a high difficulty level and the famous permanent death mechanic, which in my opinion makes the game much harder than usual. It also features a challenging and rewarding combat system where players must master weapons and magic to defeat formidable enemies, and this game is truly unique and largely undiscovered. Both the story surrounding death and the gameplay, along with the fact that you can't die, make it incredibly interesting, especially in a world full of simpler games on the Play Store. One of my favorite fighting games on Android, and one of the most underrated too. Let's talk about VITA Fighter. What sets it apart is its low-poly minimalist design, fast-paced gameplay, and a roster of characters inspired by classic anime and fighting games. Without a doubt, one of the most interesting things about the game is that it has that old-school fighting game vibe with lots of characters to choose from and even a big boss to defeat at the end. The game also features several characters resembling Goku and Naruto, which makes the experience even better. There's also an arcade mode and a local multiplayer mode for battling with friends. If you're into fighting games and those like Mortal Kombat Mobile don't quite cut it for you, I'm sure this game will be very interesting. Here's a classic game that's totally forgotten today, but was one of the most popular back in 2015. Let's talk about Sword of XOLAN. Sword of XOLAN is an action platformer developed by indie creator Alpa Sarikaya. In it, you control XOLAN, a young warrior on a heroic mission to defeat an evil sorcerer and free his land from dark forces. I wish I could say this game is incredibly innovative, but the truth is it's super simple, and that's exactly what makes it brilliant. Its simplicity takes 2D games to the highest level, and that's what Sword of XOLAN does so well. So, is Sword of XOLAN worth playing? Definitely. If you love retro games, platformers, and challenges that hit just the right balance, this game is an excellent choice. One of the most impressive games released in 2025, I really enjoyed this one. Let's talk about School Hero. In School Hero, you play as Hero, an average student who finds himself on an extraordinary mission to rescue his girlfriend from the clutches of a sinister group that's taken over the school. To do this, he'll have to face various enemies throughout the hallways and classrooms using his combat skills and determination. While the story is well crafted at its core, it's a beat 'em up and pretty similar to other games like River City Girls, for example. With detailed and colorful pixel art, the game captures the essence of classic arcade games while the anime-style cutscenes enrich the story. School Hero is an excellent choice for fans of action and beat 'em ups, offering a mix of nostalgia and fresh twists that guarantee hours of fun. If you like challenges and some good old schoolyard brawls, this game is for you. Unlike many other games on our list, this one offers a fantastic story mode and never really gets any attention. Let's talk about I See You. In this game, you play as a blind man on a mission to find his missing girlfriend, exploring dark environments and facing challenges to unravel the mystery behind her disappearance. Playing as a blind character, you experience the environment in a unique way, using sound and tactile interactions to navigate and discover clues. The game features minimalist graphics and immersive sound effects to create a chilling horror experience. The atmosphere in this game is really intense. Everything feels suspicious, and as you play as a blind man, you never really know what's going on. The game is short, but I definitely recommend you give it a look. This one's truly a hidden gem, only the strongest know about it. Let's talk about Forest Camp. In this game, the players can explore various environments, fight monsters, gather items, and customize their own campsite and shelter. It also includes a crafting system allowing you to create items using recipes you find throughout your journey. If it reminds you of Minecraft, you're right. It's basically an 8-bit, super simple and lightweight version of Minecraft. The game also offers a pretty interesting open world to explore, and it's easily 10 times harder than your usual survival game. It's challenging yet simple, and I think that's its main appeal. It's a shame though, because the game is pretty forgotten now and even the developers seem to have forgotten it exists. I could say that this game is just a 2D game, but honestly, it's one of those games that will make you rage. Let's talk about Warper Sax. The game's premise is simple, and I'll explain it simply too. Your goal is to get the little character through the door, but of course it's going to be way harder than it sounds, as your character can make a loop and pop out through another loop. Just with this gameplay, the game feels pretty innovative and addictive, and I swear I couldn't get past the second level. It's super challenging. I dare you to try to beat all 60 different levels the game offers. Let's finish this list with one of the best hidden roguelikes on Android, Elemental World. With its pixel art aesthetic, the game offers randomly generated worlds where players explore various environments, battle hordes of monsters, and use elemental combinations to cast powerful spells. Without a doubt, the best part of the game is the mix of elements. I remember a few combos off the top of my head, like water plus fire, which creates mud, making attacks stronger and slowing down enemies, among many other combinations you can experiment with in the game. You can play with different classes, each with unique abilities and characteristics, adding variety to the gameplay experience. The game also features a completely offline mode and even a local multiplayer mode for 2 players to see who can defeat more enemies. Well, that's it for today, guys. These hidden gems on Android are definitely worth checking out, each offering something unique and fun. Whether you're into action, RPGs, or roguelikes, there's a little something for everyone here. If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments which game you're most excited to try. See you next time, and happy gaming!